What's up, everyone, and welcome to day 3 of David's Teas 24 Days of Tea 2019 edition. I have day 3 pulled out. I have it starting to brew up, and you know what? Let's just get right into it on day 3. What do we have for us today? Now, for day 3, we have David's Organic Breakfast Blend Tea, which I'm kind of excited for. It's classic, bold, and rich. It's a black tea, and I did say in my video yesterday that I've been kind of disappointed that I didn't have any actual teas coming to me yet, because everything day 1 and 2 were fruit infusions, and I really wanted an actual tea. Now, this says black tea. Ingredients: organic black tea from Ceylon, Sri Lanka, and Assam, India. Pretty much a lot of black teas come from India. And black tea to me is a nice, bold, rich flavor for the sheer fact that it's the most processed tea leaf, at least to my knowledge. It's pretty much in the last form of processing as a tea leaf that you can use, whereas like green tea and white tea are very low in the processing. So black tea is usually a coffee alternative to a lot of people in the morning. Breakfast teas are very big. There's English breakfast teas, there's Irish breakfast teas, and today we're trying David's breakfast tea. Now, with this being steeped, it does say that you should brew it at 200 degrees Fahrenheit, steep it for 3 to 5 minutes, and it does have high amounts of caffeine. So for those caffeine intolerant people, there's your warning. But for people like me, who basically, I swear caffeine is the reason my heart's still beating at this point, this is going to be fine. So I brewed it for about 4 minutes now, right at the midpoint basically, and let's see really what we have here. Now, because this is just a traditional black breakfast tea, I don't really expect anything out of the ordinary with it, unless, you know, some of the leaves are from an interesting area. Ceylon teas are usually kind of oddly citrusy. At least I've had like an orange Ceylon before, but that's because orange was in it. Maybe that's why it was citrusy. Now, the scent of this, it smells like your traditional black tea. However, it does have some weird, like, smooth hints to it. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe I'm looking for, like, a creamy scent, if that makes sense. I mean, it kind of should, because the description is classic, bold, and rich. Doesn't really smell bold. Rich is probably the word I'm looking for here. So, let's take a couple sips. Let's see what David's Breakfast Blend is all about. So, all in all, this tastes like your traditional breakfast tea. However, it has an interesting flavor to it for the sheer fact that I think mixing the different leaves that they've done adds to a complexion to it that makes it a really smooth breakfast tea. You know, just all in all, it's not overly bitter. It does have your traditional black tea flavor to it, but it goes down really smooth, and the flavor isn't really overwhelming, which is why David's tea has really stuck with me all these years, because they create a flavor essence that it doesn't come off really bitter, it doesn't come off strong, it just comes off good. That's really what it is. Now, obviously, you could get a stronger flavor out of this if you steep it longer. I kind of like doing the midpoints of what's recommended, just because you don't get something that's really bland, and you don't get something overly strong, and it's something just right down the middle, as it should be. Now, all in all, as a breakfast tea, I could see myself waking up to this, and I think if you're a fan of traditional English breakfast teas, Irish breakfast teas, David's breakfast tea is going to be right down the alley for you, right down the aisle, because it definitely hits all those interesting and lovable flavors of what a traditional breakfast tea hits. It's a black tea, it has caffeine, it's going to be a great pick-me-up, and for day 3, especially because I was ready to take a nap, but I said, let me see what day 3 brings me, and it's giving me caffeine, which I'm about to go out in a little bit. I said I was going to do this video before I went out, and I'm very happy that this gave me a high caffeine tea. So guys, check this one out. Day 3 of 24 Days with Tea, David's Breakfast Tea. If you've had it, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. As always, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, guys, I'll see you for day 4. Go enjoy your tea tonight. And for me, well, right before I'm going out, it's always a good time for tea time.